What's up, guys? It's Fattern, and today we have a gameplay here on Arkaden with an MP7 that looks really long. That's actually the stock you can see on the back right side. I don't know how it came to be. I got in a lobby with a couple people, and someone was modding. This is not PC gameplay. This is on my PlayStation 3, and I actually have quite a few of these gameplays I'll be putting up. But if anyone knows what this is or how this is going around, send me a message. I would love to know why, but for one thing, this makes the game so much easier because it's so much easier to aim down sights, so much easier to get the kills while you're playing. It doesn't block off nearly as much of your screen as it used to. You'll see if I pick up a different gun, or in my future gameplays, you'll see the same sort of thing. I don't know if it's still there. I actually just turned on Modern Warfare 3, and yeah, so hopefully it stays like this for a while. It's a lot of fun. I wish they would change it like this, but I think they would never make this an official patch simply because it would make the game too easy. If you look at the screen, you can see there's like a triangle sticking out of my arm, so you can tell the game was not meant to be put like this for PS3. Definitely PC, but not PS3. Anyways, today we will be talking about resume writing. And yes, you're thinking resume writing, Fattern, I'm either in high school or just barely in college. What do I need a resume for? This is kind of stupid. This is for, you know, you're playing Call of Duty right now, you're showing us some cool footage. Why do I need to learn about resumes? Well, I'll tell you why. Because it will benefit you greatly in the future. You will love to do them. Actually, you won't love to do them. I like doing mine, and the reason why I chose to do this topic is because I'm doing mine right now, and I figured it would be a good use of my time to go ahead and edit my resume while uploading this video. So, editing a resume, making your resume. You've probably never even looked at one before. You don't know one looks like. I sped up the gameplay here, that's why it looks so choppy. I didn't want you to sit and have to watch my Reaper. But what happens when you edit a resume? Well, first you got to start off by creating a resume. And what you put on a resume isn't necessarily what you've done as someone who, say you work and you mow lawns, or I don't know, you work at a grocery store, because it's what a lot of people do. They work at grocery stores, fast food, when you're in high school. You know, just a little job to get some money, get some little experience, something to do, have some spending cash. And a lot of people think that there's nothing you can pull out of that experience. When you come to college or you go to get a job, employers aren't necessarily looking for, you know, how high your GPA was or what classes you took. If you're going into very specific majors, you might be looking for like nursing or being a lawyer. That might be a little different. But if you're looking at, you know, you're just trying to find a job that fits in with what you've done before, you need some sort of experience to show that you've worked as an individual, that you are easy to get along with, or you can get along with, and you're someone who's dependable when it comes to working. So you need to look at your skills that you have, because everyone has some sort of skill. You've done something before that makes you valuable, and you want to emphasize that. So me personally, right now, I and working at a place where I can sell furniture. So my things that I'm trying to pull from this place are that I am someone who greets people in a professional manner. I have to make sure that I'm on point, and I know when I am due up to help people out. I need to know what's going on with my customers. Some people have to come in and finance things with credit. Maybe the delivery dates change. I need to be organized and on top of this, so when my managers are asking about this information, I know it. So I am very organized while doing that. And then I also have to be able to evaluate my own strengths and weaknesses and those I work with, and get to know them and their strengths and weaknesses. We have something where if someone comes in and say they just don't like me, they just don't like me because I'm me, say they don't like me because I'm a boy. So if I can tell that these people don't like me because I'm a boy, I'm going to basically pass that customer off to someone who is a female if they don't like boys. And so what that shows is that I got to know the customer, I understood them, and I know that I'm not going to be able to help them find what they want, or I'm not going to be able to service them properly. So I find someone else who can. And that's not a sign of weakness. That's me showing that I understand my capabilities, my limits, and then who else would serve the purpose better. So a lot of people would say that, no, Fattern, you're just sitting in there, you're just selling furniture. How can you put that on a resume? I just told you how you can do that. I worked in a place where I could help people edit their resumes and try to find job opportunities, or just clean it up a little bit. So if you ever have the chance to, you know, have someone look at a resume, you know what? Don't take it personally if they tell you that something looks bad or they would change it. Most people who are telling you that are only doing it to help better you. They are looking to help improve your chances of getting a job, and I really can't stress it enough. The more you work on that stuff, the better off you'll be later on, because you'll be one step ahead of the game. I know that coming out of undergraduate school 2 years ago, that my resume was not anything to brag about at all. I really didn't know what to put on there as someone who was an RA on campus. I didn't have much to go off of, so I had a friend who was also an RA that was really good at resume writing, and she helped me put my resume together. She ripped the first one I had apart, and if I'd gotten upset about it, she probably wouldn't have wanted to help me, but since she saw that I was, really just looking for help, and I wasn't upset with anything, the changes she made, it turned out really great. And now I think my resume is pretty good for the stuff that I've already done. It shows off the skills I have. And another thing I would say, but to kind of be careful of what sort of line you cross, how much personal info you put on there. And I'm not saying personal info as your email address or where you've worked or where you live. I'm talking about personal information of things that you like to do. I'm okay, and I think it's great if someone puts on some of their hobbies or other things that they like on their resume, as long as it's not just all about them. It's usually something that gives a little insight to who you are as a person. Maybe it'll help start up a conversation while you're getting interviewed about, what you like to do, why you like to do these certain things. It gives them a little more than this is where you worked, this is where you went to school, and this is what you've done. It shows that mine personally says that I like to coach. I would love to coach sports someday. I like counseling people. I like helping people through their problems because I give it to people straight, and I like them to know where I stand, and knowing that I can be open with people helps me get through to people a lot, because they know I'm not going to hide anything from them. And then I also love playing video games. I love music. I like editing videos, obviously you can see, because I've done over 300 Call of Duty videos and other random videos, so I really like doing that, and that gives people an insight to who I am as a person. They see that I like to work in a team. I don't mind taking criticism or constructive feedback at all, and I'm really just working to do what I like and have fun with it, I guess, if that's the way I see it. I don't know how others see it, but it's good. I wouldn't write stuff in like I like to go eat chocolate chip cookies with milk on Saturdays, because that's just not gonna. People are like, so I like chocolate chip cookies too. That's like too personal. That's something that it doesn't really mean anything. I don't know. You should be making your resume about you. It should show who you are as a person, differentiate you from others, and just make you stand out amongst the crowd. But also, in that same sentence, I could also say that for some places, if you're going to a job in a corporate setting, maybe you don't want to put that in there because maybe they don't care. If you're someone who's a graphic designer, maybe you want to put more stuff about how creative you are. You make your resume a little more spiced up. It all depends on what you're going for, but most importantly, it should be professional, and it should be about you and what makes you fancy and special. So even if you're not looking at writing a resume now, think about what you're doing in whatever you're doing, if you're working or if you're thinking about working on later, and think about what skills you can get out of it. I know this is kind of weird since a lot of you aren't you don't have a lot of jobs, or maybe you're just in college and you haven't started yet. It's a good thing to think about, and I'm always trying to help people out, so I figured I would just do this commentary because it was something I was doing now and might help you guys in the future. So this game is wrapping up, and I need to finish this resume, do this video, upload it, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I will be putting up more soon, hopefully tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, since I have Wednesday off. And watch out for the hurricane. If you are in New York State, there's a hurricane coming. There's Hurricane Sandy. I don't know how crazy it'll be, but she's a-coming. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will talk to you soon. It's Fattern. I'm out. Peace!